So this is the oral report for um, germination of corn seed from seed to corn plant by Estefanio Cassandra and Tamanio Maxine. So we all know how plant growth is influenced by the type of substrate in which seeds are planted, as substrates provide water, nutrients, and support for root development. So for this experiment, it aims to compare seed germination and early growth in a normal substrate, which is soil, versus an experimental substrate, which is the gelatin, providing insight into how different growth environments affect plant development. So for the objective of this experiment, we used again two different types of substrate, which is soil and gelatin for the experimental substrate. So second is we observe corn seed growth in a span of 2 weeks. And third, we were able to learn interesting facts about the corn seed and the substrate used. So for the methods, in this study, again, it is an experimental research. So the subjects are studied in controlled conditions in order to observe a natural phenomena. In this setup, the subjects are maize, or also known as corn seeds, with different approach applied to demonstrate the effects of pre-germinated and substrate used on seed germination over a 2-week period. The substrate or growth medium that is used in this experiment, again, is soil and powdered gelatin. So, what happened po kasi is we pre-germinated before we started planting directly sa substrate, but it didn't work. So, we decided to plant directly na sa substrate even without pre-germinating. And dun nag-start yung pag-grow nila. So, again po, the materials used is the soil as a substrate and 3 transparent containers and the corn seeds. For the experimental seed, we used powder gelatin and as a substrate and 3 transparent containers as well. Clear or white gelatin powder and then toothpick to push the seeds po and then the corn seeds.
So for the next part, I'll talk about the procedure. For both procedures, salt and gelatin or gulaman, we use 3 containers containing 9 seeds. So for the first one, we prepared soil. Then next we plant holes sa soil. Then the holes should be deep enough to cover the seeds while allowing them to have space to grow. Then after magplant ng seeds, we water the seeds to provide moisture necessary sa germination. And finally, we monitor the planted seeds regularly, ensuring na ma-receive nila yung adequate sunlight, water, and protection from pests. Next is gelatin. So for the gelatin, we poured water sa pan and heat sa stove until sufficiently hot na siya. Then gradually pour a sachet of gelatin to the water until the lumps are dissolved, and continuously stir siya until it is almost boiling point. Then after that, transferring the hot gelatin mixture sa clear container and allowing it to cool from 5 to 10 minutes. Then after cooling it, we added 9 corn seeds in each container by pressing it gently until na mag-submerge sila. And yung tip ng corn seed is oriented upwards.
So for the soil experiment, so the results here po, we have 3 containers with 9 seeds each And only the third container yung tumubo. Because as you can see sa picture, masyadong basa yung first container compared sa second and third container. Pero yung third container, medyo nasa part naman siya ng maaraw na area compared sa first and second container. So, yung first container po, ayun po yung nasa pinaka left side. So, sa second picture, this is now on the 7th day. Yung third container, nag-grow na siya, unlike sa first and second container, nag-sprout lang sila. And this is because of the part na naaarawan po yung nagkakaroon po siya ng adequate amount of sunlight while yung first two po hindi po, and yung first din is medyo madami po yung water niya. So here, yung first photo, it is now on the 14th day or like the second week, which is also the last week of observation. Nag-grow na totally yung seed as you can see here. And doon naman po sa second picture is here, in need na siya of a bigger pot for better growth. While the other containers po, the results remain the same hanggang sprouting lang siya, like very small, and hindi na talaga nag-grow like the third container. Kaya no pictures provided na din po because same lang din po yung results niya. So again, for its discussion, the corn kernels, they were just recycled from the previous lab activity, and the initial germination attempt failed but grew after planting. In the 9 seeds planted in 3 small plastic containers with varying soil moisture. So for the first container, again, slightly wet soil, and this is due din po of na-obtain po siya on a rainy day. And then for containers 2 and 3, drier soil na po siya kasi obtained naman po siya on a sunny day, which because of that, closer po yung moisture nila to the ideal moisture, which is 32%. And sa results, and nagkaroon po siya ng no growth in the first 3 days since nag-germinate pa po siya underneath the soil. And with that, by day 7, yung containers 1, 2, and 1 and 2, nagkaroon nga ng small sprouts while yung container 3, meron na siyang significant growth. So, yung differences po nun is because nag-attribute po siya to optimal soil moisture, not too wet and not too dry, and also sunlight exposure. So, yung container 3, it received more sunlight, promoting better growth.
Well, for now naman po, I'll talk about the scientific experiment using gelatin powder as a material for growth medium to observe the germination of corn seeds. So, dalawang containers dito, which is corn 1 and corn 2, where the seeds were directly placed sa gelatin, while sa third container, this one po, were pre-germinated by soaking them in the water for 4 hours before planting. So these containers are in-store ko siya outside the house to allow direct sunlight. And many seeds from container 1 and 2 exhibit cracked seed coat, which indicates na first stage of germination. The first sign of root development emerges of radicle, which is etong white na to. Yan yung radical na nakita during third day. Then sa 7th day, longer radical ang na-observe namin, which is ito. And it also is contaminated with molds, which I'll also be discussing later kung anong naging factor niya or naging effects niya sa pag-grow ng seeds. Corn 3, walang naging results because hindi siya nag-grow kahit na pre-germinated ito. So while the remaining seeds in all 3 containers remain ungerminated except sa single seed na nag-sprout. Then yung naging result is naging on the last week, naging dry yung seed and the gelatin due to excessive sunlight and desiccation, causing the gelatin surface to dry and prevent seeds from absorbing the water necessary sa growth nito. The experiment showed that the seeds in container 1 and 2 germinated quickly than those sa container 3 kahit na pre-germinated ito, indicating various growth response based on treatment condition. The seeds receive adequate exposure sa light, yung sinabi ko kanina na nilagay ko ito sa labas directly sa sunlight. However, direct sunlight can inhibit the growth of the corn, which is particularly harmful sa seeds germination sa gelatin. Excessive sunlight can result in elevated temperature and root inhibition in a plastic container kapag direct sunlight, magki-create ito ng greenhouse effect, which rapidly increase temperature and effectively cooking the seeds. This can denature the protein and enzymes, halting the germination process. And high temperature can also cause desiccation, which yung na-mention ko kanina. Yung surface ng gelatin nag-dries out, which prevent the seeds from absorbing water essential sa pag-growth. So, the gelatin experiment was not fully successful due to the factors I've stated. So the experiment demonstrated that both soil and gelatin can serve as a substrate for corn seed germination, but yung effectiveness nila depends sa environmental condition and treatment methods. So sa soil, although yung seeds previously failed sa pag-germinate, nagkaroon naman ng positive results that were observed after several days sa soil. And by the 7th day, only the 3rd container shows significant growth, likely due to the ideal moisture conditions and more directly sunlight. So hindi tulad sa gelatin, exposure sa excessive sunlight and high temperature nag-create ng greenhouse gases effect at the nature and the enzymes and protein and nag-cause ng desiccation which negatively affect the seed growth. Additionally, nagkaroon rin ng mold, as I've said before, dun sa container 1 and 2, nagkaroon ng mold development, which limited seedling growth by competing for moisture and oxygen. So, kinukuha niya yung moisture instead na mapunta ito sa seeds para mag-grow pa. So, overall, the experiment shows that seed germination is highly sensitive to substrate type, moisture, temperature, and light exposure. While soil provides a nutrient-rich and stable environment for gradual growth, gelatin offered a controlled medium for observing early germination through it kasi naglalak ito ng nutrients for long-term development. So proper management of environment condition is essential to maximize germination success and seedling health. So that's all for our presentation, and thank you for our listening.